Hello and welcome back to part 40 of this Ipswich save. We are in season 4, and I guess overall it's been a very, very good save. We've won the FA Cup, we got to the semi-final of the Europa League, and now in our fourth season we're up to 6th in the Premier League. I wasn't expecting that given the start that we had, but here we are. The bad news is on the transfer front. We are, I hope, going to make one transfer. We have finally, hopefully, going to bring a goalkeeper in. We've paid 10.25 for him, 8.75 for him, which takes a chunk out of my budget. I still have money to spend, and I still need probably a central midfielder. This is probably where I'm at my weakest. Fernandez is not a bad player. The others, Fassini, Allen, they're not quite up to the task. So I probably do need to bring in a centre midfielder. And I've had a scoot around and I've identified some players that we could possibly think of. Many of them are out of our price range. He possibly, if I do it on the Never Never, is an option as a centre mid. It's not his natural role, and his tackling and his marking are not good enough for me. So I kind of thought, nah, we could look at Eze, who can play as a centre mid. Is he a centre mid though? Not really. His tackling again and his marking, but would be a very, very good signing, I guess. But he's 28 years old now, 30 million, probably just outside what I'm thinking about. Dominguez does not want to come. There are a couple of options. He's too expensive. Zaracho is a possibility, but he's more of a playmaker. And once again, it's his tackling and his marking which are going to be the problem for me. I mean, there are players that we found, but they do not fit. We could go for Nwaneri on a loan, but the problem with him is he wants to be an important player, and I'm not prepared to let a 19-year-old be an important player. I've got a lovely 17-year-old here who would be a very, very good signing for the future. He is a number 10 by trade, a playmaker, but also, again, we have a problem with his tackling and his marking if I'm looking for a centre mid. I may have to abandon the idea of looking for a centre mid and bring someone like this in just for future. Morgan Rogers, of course, is available, but again, plays across the front, the attacking midline, doesn't really fit. So there's nothing really apart from this youngster who I just identified who would be a particularly good signing for the future. And then we have another one whose tackling and marking is what I'm looking for. 23 years old, could play, possibly could do a role, is probably not good enough in terms of what I'm looking for again. Dreads big matches. I'm really struggling to think of, and if I look at their age, the one that stands out the most is this guy, 17 years old, will develop into a very, very good player, I think. He's driven, which is always a good sign. Not much information available on him here. Just classed as an attacking midfielder. He's no wonder kid by any means. But given that he might do well might develop well and could get some game time on the left wing. He's not a winger, but could do a job as an inverted winger. Crossing and dribbling are poor, but could do a job. I don't know. Should I just abandon the transfer window at the moment, guys, or should I at least bring someone in? Because nobody fits what I'm trying to do. There's a couple of other young players in here, like Carcares, who is a right back or a left back. Good for the future, I guess. But nothing seems to jump out at me in terms of what I actually need. With central defender, I don't really need a central defender. It's going to cause squad problems. And yeah, there's really nothing available. Nakai, once again, he doesn't fit what I need from a central midfielder. So there's really nothing that fits what I need. I've been through this so many times now. Diambu. Again, it's really not what I'm looking for in terms of... He could play as the centre mid, but then he's 24 years old and he's not going to develop much any further. So there's nothing really. Is it true we make too many signings? Yes, of course. The dressing room may get unsettled. Somebody's going to lose playing time. A lot of the players are going to feel it. You see that in real life. Oh, who's this? 23 years old. Jumping reach. Need to learn the language. Marking is a weak part of his game. But if he plays as a centre mid on attack, we don't really need him to do some marking. Just to tackle harder. But again, his mentals, his concentration's not very good. His positioning defensively, he's not going to be a very good player. So I'm really struggling. I mean, they're just out of my budget, and I didn't manage to sell. The good ones are just out of my budget. Hello, Phil. Nice to meet you, and thank you very much. So I don't know. I think that we just have to abandon the transfer window for this round. I'm wondering is the game just telling me you don't need to buy anyone, and sometimes that's what I have to do, is go through a window and not buy anyone. We just brought the one player in. We're in form, and will bringing in a player upset this run of form? We've still got 2 games that are very winnable. One of them being in the Cup, Southampton in the league. Very winnable games. So I don't know what to do. I'm struggling in terms of how to improve. I wanted to bring in that inverted fullback come centre-back. But unfortunately, Sia is not going anywhere now. So... It's really kind of weird transfer window, this, with Sia not wanting to go anywhere. He would have brought in a nice amount of money, which then would have meant that I could have brought in that inverted fullback. He is still coming up a lot. Carcares. I'm not sure. Probably would develop very, very nicely. We could next season put him out on loan. Might be very useful. I think I might actually make a bid for him. We can 6 million. He's not interested Oh boy. And I've had a lot of this as well. The players are not interested. Um, Again, he's a winger, a left winger. I have enough cover on the left wing. I have good players on the left wing. Echevarri can play on the left wing. Valesco, Aribas Gould can play on the left wing. We have enough cover for the left wing. And I ain't going to sell one of those before the window closes. So I don't know. It's one of those weird transfer windows. And good news that Norwich lost, which will make the fans happy. And we are now actually 8 points ahead of Norwich. And Chelsea have jumped above us again. But that's okay. Hopefully we can progress. And where is Joe, the optimist? We need Joe here to bring some optimism. We are in a good run. I'm just waiting on Verbruggen now to come in. That's a good deal because he's willing to be back up this season, and then he will take over next year. Castiles is very, very... his release clause... What is his release clause? Doesn't seem to have one. That means it's now expired. So his transfer window. Let's ask the... we're looking at a few players right now. He would consider a move for... Too expensive. Don't have the money. Simply don't have the money. Yeah, quiet transfer window expected. Too much money. So I don't think I even need to take part, but we will. But I don't think I even need to take part in this. Another winger. We've seen tons of wingers. But again, in terms of where we're going, might do a job for us this season. But in terms of where we want to go... No, although his dribbling and crossing is good, his agility is good, his balance isn't very good. The rest of his mentals are just very poor. So that one doesn't do anything for me. Still waiting on Verbruggen to make his decision. And hopefully he will make a decision quite soon. Yeah, Fassini, I told you last time he rejected his move away. He would have brought some money in. He's had his say and remains an Ipswich player. Not going to get much game time, though. But he wants to remain an Ipswich player after all the fuss that he caused. I don't think we need to do anything with this. Atom is still under 21, I think. They're all under 21. I don't think we need to do anything with that. And then we'll just move on through this window. Nothing is likely to happen. Again, it's the money that is the problem. Good players. Oh, 33-year-old. But he's a defensive midfielder, not what I'm looking for. So, again, everything. Dominguez, yeah, I'm very interested, but don't have that kind of cash. Echevarri is the player of the month. Well done to him. And Morstead is the young player of the month. So we have had a good January. A very good January. Of course. Of course he would. Oh, and I've got another one of these. That's two I've had this season. So that is awesome. That is the second one this season. So, okay. Let's just move through this for 14 hours. And I'm not going to find anything in here. Am I available for loan? Looking for a centre mid, really. Available for loan. Doesn't do it for me. Doesn't do it for me. There's nothing at all in here that I can see. We'll just decline all these to save time. Testing the waters. Now here's an interesting little one. Another winger. Oh boy. Would be a very useful player though, but not at this stage. This is an option. 21 years old. 21 years old. He's a little old and I'd be expecting to see a little better. What I'm actually doing is not thinking about this season. I'm actually thinking about next season. And if they're not going to be part of next season, and he is going to sign for Ipswich. I think it was a goalkeeper we needed the most, and we have found one, which is good. And next season we don't have to worry about a goalkeeper now. So it's good to bring in a goalkeeper. We will have to register him. My director of football is trying to bring in these guys, and I'm not really too happy with that one either. He's not, has not been extremely. Let's go centre mid. The only option we have is he's a ball-winning midfielder. He's 31 years old. I'm not interested in 31-year-olds. It's too late to scout him. I'd have to make a decision based on that. His technique isn't probably great at 12. Finishing is not bad for a centre mid. Marking and tackling I don't know about, so it's too late to even scout those boys. Sola has agreed to leave, which is good. I don't think we're going to do any business here now. My Arsenal survey ended up winning the UCL and the league first season. I signed Sesko and Gigores. For me, I was never able to get Jesus to work. Can't finish for his life. I have done an Arsenal say for a video that I was making, and Gabriel Jesus was not very good in that either. So it might not be down to you. It's probably that's how FM. It's like Diallo. In this one, I can't get Diallo to play at all. is horrible because he's not that bad a player, but I cannot get him to play at all. Untouchable at the moment, which is good news. I have no intention of answering these questions. It just upsets the squad morale, and we'll just like crawl our way through this transfer window now. I'm not going to do any more business. Who is he? Blimey. How did I miss him? 6.8 million. It's too late now, isn't it? But the thing is, he's 30 years old. And why have you just suggested him to me now with 6 hours left? But he's just too old. I want to build a young team. There's no movement on Sia. We're just going to go into the back end of this season with the squad that's got us to 6th. And, hey, Lucas, how are you doing? I'm good. How are you doing yourself? Somebody, Ojo's, who's Ojo? Oh, did he sneak another one in there? Yes, he did. I didn't see that. he's a menace. I don't feel I have the money now. I've only got 18 million left. So I'm not going to get anything that's of any value for next season at 18 million. This is not a panic buy. I made the bid about 6 days ago. I can't change that, but I do hope he quickly proves them wrong. The Amarin save, I actually can't remember how that ended. We didn't get sacked. That's the main thing. Didn't get sacked. That's another one we're not. Roman Favre. Now we'll stick with Arribas and with Diallo. We do also have Joan Low, who can play on that right wing, who's doing a very good job for me at right back at the moment. So I'm just going to go with the squad that I've got. I can't see any way that I can strengthen it. It's not about the next half a season. It's about where we go in the next season. And that's why I want to bring in younger players and not worry too much about these older players that are coming up. And that's it. Deadline day is over. I know the other sides have probably strengthened and we haven't. I brought in a decent goalkeeper. Were you ever tempted? The response that I want to say is not there. I don't see the need to talk about what might have happened. Let's focus now. I want to say that nothing came up, that we couldn't find anyone who would actually make the squad stronger for next year. So we'll just say no. I didn't want to sign anyone. I was just messing with people. Some of these questions are so... I'm just going to decline that one. You can upset the players if you And transfer deadline has passed. So we have Atom, Moorstadt, Echevarri not registered. That's because they are. Right. How did the Amarin save go? I know we didn't get sacked. I can't remember how that finished now. I think we might have ended in 7th or something. I don't know. Does anybody here that was following along with that? All I remember is that I couldn't wait for it to finish. It was a very, very difficult save. That Ryan Gould's been told at end of season he'll get a new contract, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Looking at Southampton, Suleimani is in good form at the moment. We'll have a quick look at him. I don't think we'll get to see his league form overall is 6.7, so it's not great, but he's in form at the moment. Set pieces, they don't create very many chances. They're not a very good team. They're probably weaker than we are, which is good news. Just to have a quick look, it looks about even in terms of defensive. They are slightly better than us in midfield. Attack probably goes either way. In terms of physicals, actually it's about even between the two teams. We probably edge the physical, mentals and technicals. And we have a quick look at the data hub. Wing play, but they have 2 inside forwards. So it means to me, I'm guessing their pace is not that great, but actually Armstrong has got blistering pace. I didn't know that. His crossing is very poor though. And then we have Suleimana, who's the boy in form at the moment. Blistering pace again. This could be what Southampton we might find come out playing at 300 miles an hour. And this might be quite interesting. We're just going to have to hold on for like 20 minutes. He has got good dribbling. We're going to send both of these outside, I think. It's very, very interesting. If we find he's got pace as well, not too much. I think they might come out at 300 miles an hour. I'm actually going to lower the line. Going to play in a low block, as we do recently. We're going to take them very seriously. We don't need to do that. We might focus play up the middle based on... No, we're not going to focus play up the middle. We'll just leave that out. But this is not going to be an easy game. It is not going to be an easy game by any stretch. And the team that I'm going to put out is the team that's been doing well. I don't feel the need to rotate it. And I think we'll just keep this team that's playing well. And what's really important is we are scoring goals. And we haven't been scoring goals. We had a very, very barren patch where no goals were scored. We want to get to the game now. We know what we're up against. I think that, yeah, I do believe they are going to try to find these wingers. These wingers are very pacey. They're going to try and find these wingers who are then going to cut inside or try to cut inside. So we're going to have to work out, can we first of all push them outside, especially the one on the right, on the right. So Finkcraft, work permit's okay. Scouting, it's too late. Helena Costa, she's very, very good, but she's just not been able to find her and her team have not been able to find anything that actually we can afford that strengthens the squad. Yeah, I don't need him on the shortlist anymore. Actually, maybe I do. No, he's not interested in coming to us. His own fault when we win the Champions League. And we will one day. It might take 6 or 7 seasons, but we will win the Champions League. Got to find some good young players. Here they come after the transfer window has closed. 18-year-old. See, after the window has closed, some very, very good players coming. Another winger, though. Now, they are not good at set pieces, so I'm going to go along with what my assistant has decided. He will come up with his team selection in a minute. I think I should just play the team that I've been putting out. We've made a couple of changes for each of the games, some out of necessity, for suspensions and the like, but some just because we decided to make a change. This might be a game that Atom can come in and play. He's never let me down, that boy. Never, ever let me down. So it might be a game that Atom would enjoy playing in. His training rating is 7. And he's the worst. So we've had a very, very good training week. Luckily, I didn't click that because the worst player in terms of training is 7. So that's a very, very good training week, I would say. I am going to not change Juan Lu from here, but I may well change the 2 centre-backs. Arribas can continue to play as the right wing. There are changes that I want to make, actually. Up top, Luca should be fit now. So I'm going to bring in Luca up top. Velasco can go on the left wing. And I'm going to bring in Atom for McKenna. He's actually gone up half a star since I bought him. Boselli. No. When we'll put Boselli on the bench. Alan Scott. These two are an enigma. Alan, a better player. They're roughly about the same, and they're both playing just as badly as each other. Let's give Alan a game at DLP. Echevarri, Velasco, Luca. Yeah, the rest of it looks good to me. Garosibal, tempted, but he's been playing really badly of late. But this might be a game for Atom. I hope he has a good game anyway. We've traditionally, in these sessions, start very well. With the last 2, we had a 5-0 and a 6-1. Can we continue that with the first game of this new session? We remain hopeful. The cup game is actually worth winning now, because we will have a 5th round tie against Morecambe if we beat Brighton. So the cup game is worth winning, because we could then be semi-finalists, possibly. And winning the cup gets you into Europe. So whilst at the beginning I wasn't very interested, I am now interested in winning that replay. And then Morecambe in the 5th round. We'll be definitely in the quarter-final. So I am now interested in the cup, which I wasn't a few weeks ago. And it's taken its time calculating. Computer has slowed down a lot over the last don't tend to play with a register. I tend to more favour a DLP. A register is a little bit more attacking than a DLP, but the DLP that I use is just simply to sit in front. If I put this DLP on a support duty, he will get up into these areas and support the boys up there. But with this team, I'm just generally using him on a defend duty just to be in this space. I can understand why people use a register, because he's going to get much further forward. He's a much more aggressive defensive midfielder. But no, I got to admit, it's not something immediately that comes to mind. And we have popped down, but with a good result here, we could even get up to 5th. With a good result. Goal difference is pretty much very similar. Expected to get a draw. I'm expecting, if this team play and don't balls it up, I'm expecting them to win. But a draw will be cool. Only 45 minutes of action. He's got to get used to playing. He's been 45 minutes of action for the last 3 games. I'm going to play him for 60, which means that I got to have a striker on the bench. Where is Morstat? Gould, Fassini, Diallo, Scott, Boselli, Finkgraf. So those are fine. Scott, Fassini. Yeah, that would Morstat on the bench. Okay. Let's go and play some football, boys. Happy with that team. I'm glad I've decided to play Actum. He's never let me down. This is a game that he might do well in. A game we should be at least getting a draw. Pick up where you left off last time. So before we go, this guy, we want to force him outside onto his left foot. He's not very well, so needs a hard tackle, and push him outside onto, no, push him inside. We won't do anything with him at the moment, but we definitely need to hard tackle him. George Hurst, Ipswich boy, is he going to come back and cause me a big problem? And then we're going to close down their midfield. And tight mark their midfield, I mean. Let's go and play this game, boys. Let's go and whip Southampton. We generally get off to a good start. I need a good start from you. I'm worried that they're going to play at 200 miles an hour, but we've managed to deal with that ball quite well. What I want to make sure at this point in time is that they're not closing down too much. Neither of them I want to close down. We're going to see if they play narrow or if they play wide. If they play narrow and they start getting opportunities on the corners of the penalty area, we might have to get the fullbacks closing down a bit more, but they're a bit pacey for my liking, and I really don't want them charging at the opposition wingers. Just track them for now, see what they're getting up to. So far so good. We need to start moving up the pitch, though. Nicely done by Fernandez. This team has been doing well. I want them to keep this run going. I'm desperate. Do you always keep a keeper on the bench? Yeah, because the minute that I don't, my keeper's going to get injured. The only time I won't have a keeper on the bench is if my keeper is injured and I've only got 2 goalkeepers in the squad. So then I won't have a keeper on the bench. Yeah, like if I didn't have a left back on the bench, someone who could play left back, my left back would get injured or he would have a horrid game. What was that? That was Atom. Okay, Atom needs a shout. He's inspired, but that was a poor error. Let's hope that's his only error. Southampton are ruling the roost here. And it might be the standard line is not the right thing to do in this. We shall see. We can break away and score here. We'll break their spirit. Nicely done by Velasco. What a chance! Oh, he's fired it over the bar. My main man, Arribas, fires it over the bar. But that's what we need to be doing. They're playing across the middle, I think, in the main. Atom is still on a 6.9, so that now they are playing wing play. So the standard line is probably the right thing to do at the moment. Just stop them getting behind us for a little while. Where is their winger? It's the wingers that we've got to keep an eye on. Where are they going? It's all very cautious. Both teams are being very cautious. I thought my goalkeeper had just left it. Thought, okay, that's why we brought a new goalkeeper in. But Castiles is having the time of his life at the moment. He's absolutely playing out of his skin. Come on, boys. Let's get a goal. Let's get on the scoreboard. Get the first one. I'd make us hard favourites. Echevarri, what a chance. He didn't take the shot, though. Had an opportunity. Have I got him on shoot less often, Echevarri? Is that why he didn't take the shot? No. He should have taken the shot there. But it might be I might have to work the ball into the box off at some point, because they are taking way too many touches. Oh, what a strike by Fernandez. Get in. What a strike that was. Oh, from centre mid to centre mid. I mean, maybe because he knew we were looking for a centre mid. He's saying, oh, wait, you don't need a centre mid. But what a strike that was. Must be 30 yards. You've got to fault the goalkeeper. It should never have gone in from there. And it didn't seem to be travelling too fast. But what a strike. Right in the corner. Declan Rice would have been proud of that. So we could, if we win this, we could even go up to 5th place. But it is mostly Southampton. And those are dangerous crosses. Both wingers are producing crosses. Yeah, I think Oleg, you're right. He's just decided, wait, we don't need a centre mid, boss. This is why. What a strike. We are getting beaten here. I have to work out why we are getting beaten. But we generally do get beaten and we sneak a win. It's what's happened a lot. They are getting behind us, which is a big worry. But I think it could be that we just haven't got the ball. We have got the ball. They're just a little bit more effective in terms of their attacking. What's happened here? Who's got... Oh, the camera was causing me problems there. Atom went up to a 7 briefly, back to a 6.9. It was his mistake earlier. But at the moment, I'm not too unhappy. Oh, we've got an injury now. We've Valesco. Yeah, not too unhappy with how it's playing out. They are... Oh, Valesco, is he? Yeah, he's very injured. I think he needs to come off. What's he doing there? That's Arribas as well. Oh, Castiles is looking to prove himself, so I need to take Velasco off. Gould can come on for him. That's a blow if he is injured. All these wingers that were offered and seem to be just appearing, that might be why it was telling me buy a winger, buy a winger. It's mostly now coming to kind of like across the pitch situation. Maybe they've decided we're not. Now they're still playing wing play, so I'm still going to keep this standard line. We've got the possession, so that's good. Things are going well, but I know you can do better. Atom hasn't let me down. And he's on a 7. He very seldom lets me down. Looking at these wingers, it does seem to me that the most dangerous one is on the right-hand side. We're doing everything we can. We want to stop him crossing if we can. He's got a bit of a long shot, so I'm actually going to turn him onto his left foot. And I'm going to ask my wing back then to close him down a little bit more. Let's get out there, boys. Let's get another goal and let's put this game to bed. Let's put this bad boy to bed and stay in the European slots. We've got tough games coming up. We got Arsenal, I think, and Manchester United. So it's not going to be easy this session. But our form is brilliant at the moment. Even in this game, they were not scoring any goals. Defensively, we haven't conceded a goal in, is it 3.5 games? And because we've been scoring goals, that's why we've been winning games. The last goal we scored was against Norwich, the opening goal of that game, which we won 6-1. Which was an absolute shock for me. So that was the last goal that we conceded. I've got to admit the graphics in the game look a lot better. Somebody has asked me a question twice now. When you use FM Tweak, are the graphics improved in 2D? The answer is I don't know, because I never play in 2D. The question would be, what could be improved? Because the graphics have changed in terms of player movement. And yeah, he's now looking at the corner. They're now focused on the corners. But they are really, really coming at us. And I'm wondering what I need to change. And I can't think of anything I need to change, apart from we need to stop giving away free kicks and corners. I can't see anything that I need to change. They're all in good spirits. Nobody's really punishing us. There's not one person who's standing out in the opposition team. They're all playing pretty well. Defensively, we've just been solid. That's obviously pretty good. Although our ratings in defence aren't brilliant, once again we haven't conceded and they've become less accurate. Go on, Aribas. Go on, son. Oh! I'll take a 1-0 victory here. I've got to stop them somehow being in our half. But I do not want to pull the line up. Oh. And there's the cross that's done it. That's not good. Well, they would inevitably score if I didn't stop them attacking. If they didn't stop their highlights, eventually they will score. It's a mistake from Alan. And Timon didn't do a good marking job, but he's a small guy. Two small guys against each other. So I don't know. That was unfortunate. Sia is not playing particularly well. Now we've gone back down to 8. God, this table is like... Come on, boys. It's not over yet. Oh, what a good header. Luca probably needs to come off now. Morstedt has been playing particularly well. Their substitutions, they've made a change at left back. And turn him onto his right foot. And he has a very good... We want to make sure he goes outside, so turn him onto his left. Oh, sorry, should come, yeah, on his right foot. And these two, they're not very effective. Hurst has had a poor game. We've got a couple of people who've had a poor game as well. Aribas. Diallo can come on for Aribas. Defensively, our ratings are not brilliant. But it's up front we've been poor. Luca. Morstedt can come on for Luca. Echevarri is not performing particularly well. I'm going to give Alex Scott a game. Up top. Hey, Mr. K, how are you doing? Good to see you. I've really got to stop them crossing. Their crossing is causing us all kinds of problems. And I can't close these wingers down because they are way too quick. They do also have a long shot. A lot of their players have very good long shots. And again, we weren't able to stop them getting in behind. Put this wing back on support so that he's got more defensive responsibility. What a chance! Morstedt, and the goalkeeper's messed it up. And Morstadt has got it. What happened there? I thought Morstadt had messed it up. At first, his first touch was terrible. But then somehow, the goalkeeper completely missed it. And Morstadt was... He's a boy in form at the moment. I don't know if I should actually play him instead of Luca. Come on, boys, hold on to this now. Should I put the line back even further? Let's wait for this highlight. They are right on top of my line. Should I give them space in here and just stop them getting outside? That was just weird. So, what are you doing in court, Mr. K? I'm hoping that you're one of the lawyers. Okay. I'm wondering, do I pull this line back a little bit more? Their wingers are causing my fullbacks, my wingbacks, a lot of problems. And I need to make my final substitution. Everybody's doing well. And I'm not seeing tiredness yet, so I don't need to make that. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? We are still in match 1 against Southampton. We are 2-1 up. Again, I don't think deservedly so. I think Southampton have been extremely wasteful, created tons of chances. But this geezer, ex-Ipswich boy in particular, has been very wasteful. And somehow we found ourselves 2-1 up thanks to a goalkeeping error. So things are looking okay. We're keeping this run going somehow. And it is a run where we have been second best in probably most of the games. You're one of the naughty ones, are you? Well, let's hope it goes okay for you. And there they are. I'm thinking they're going to be looking for that long ball now, which is why I decided let's pull the line back a little bit more. It might leave space in the middle, but from what I've seen, they're more dangerous going outside than they are going down the flanks. And another chance. We have been wasteful as well, mostly from just the 18-yard line or just outside. But 2 goals that we've had. Alan is the one. So I'm going to bring Scott back here. And Fassini can come on for Alan. The 2 goals that we had, one of them was a worldie. And the second one was the most horrendous goalkeeping error I've ever seen. And if it was my goalkeeper, he would be scared to come in the dressing room. And that was a poor error. We don't want to give them a goal back, but I'm quite happy to give them that space in the middle. I just don't want them annoying my wing-backs. But well done, Timon. Well done. Putting him on support might have helped. That's a lovely pass. Go on, Diallo. Go on, son. Wrap this game up. Oh, God, where are you going? Diallo. He's still probably the worst player I've ever signed. Yeah, just keep the ball, boys. Keep the ball. We're going to actually... Good pass. Can you keep it in? Nicely done, Diallo. Somebody get on the end of it. Nah. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow everything down now. We'll go narrow. Play out of defence. We don't need to counter now. I'll keep the line where it is. We need to trigger press, especially in midfield. I think we're done. Let's see this game out, boys. Who is the goalkeeper for Southampton? Is it who I think it is? No, it's a guy called Bazuni. Wasn't he one of the guys who popped up in the transfer window in the scouting reports? And we had a quick look at him, didn't we? Come on, 4 minutes. I'm going to go quickly and just make sure. Yeah, we dealt with him, and they've just brought on a central defender. They've only used 3 substitutes, which is interesting. You'd think that if Hurst was having such a dreadful game, they're still getting behind me. So what I'm going to do is put him as a fullback on defend. We're going to have him as a fullback on defend. And I'm going to go cautious when I'm allowed, or defensive when I'm allowed. But they're still getting behind us, even with the lower line. And let's go defensive. And let's hold on to this. One more highlight. That's it. Hold the ball now. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, Morstead is in. Go on, son. This time the goalkeeper didn't let him go under him. The duty solicitor's been good. I've been behind on my rent. Ah, okay. Let's hope that they can find a way to keep you in your place. I know years and years and years ago I got myself in that position as well. A long time ago. It's hard, I know. But I would say that is a very good win. I don't think, again, we deserved it. I'm just going to say well done, a good win for us. I don't think we at all deserved that. But we're going to take points where they are. And we have a game in hand on West Ham, which is interesting. And I don't know why. But we are sitting rather nicely. The Champions League spots are not far away from us at the moment. And I did not think I would be saying that. I did not think I would be going to win the league. A fresh start is always good, Mr. K. So we got Joe. I just love having Joe in the chat. He's the optimist I need. Because I'm not as optimistic as he is. We are doing well. We are on a very good run. And now it's Brighton in the cup. And I would like to win this now. I seriously would like, whereas I didn't care about it previously. I would like to win that game. Now the question is, do I rotate the team? I think I might have to do a little bit of rotation. What was Joanne Lu's performance like in the last game? Let's bring up that. I can't believe we've won that. So Joanne Lu 6.6. So maybe his form is dipping. Noel Atom. I don't know what to say about him. He's just such a good player. 22 years old. He's never let me down. But my team don't rate him as highly as the other defenders. I do. So I'll keep those 4. Maybe I have to make some changes up top. Maybe I'll play Morstead up top. Maybe rotate some of these players and bring in Garasabal. That's probably the way to do it. Because I think if we keep the same team for Brighton, then we'll probably not win it. So we'll just rotate a little bit. We'll stay in our low block because that's working for us. Have a quick look at Brighton. They are good at near post. Win a high proportion of first contact from set pieces. Okay. I think we'll just stay near post. Yeah, we'll stay near post. It doesn't look like we're going to win many of our headers. But they're not very good at creating chances. But they are a very good team. They are a very good team. Arujo is the player to watch. Penalties is a good idea. So I think rotation is in order. Yeah, Garosabal, certainly. Shall I give Atom another game? Nah, we're going to bring in McKenna. And Garosabal for Xuanlu. It's a nice little change. And I think Max Finkgraf needs a game soon. And I do think, yeah, Scott for Allen. Arribas is out of form. So I'm actually not too unhappy with that. More stat up front. So Alex Scott can come in as the DLP. Fernandez can stay. Velasco's injured anyway, so Gould will get a game. More stat up front. And just keep Echevarri in. Go with that team. I can't remember Brighton. It was a dull game last time. It was just 0-0, wasn't it? And wing play, but not wing play. Their final third entries. It's really kind of like they're mostly from deep, aren't they? Mostly from deep. That's interesting. I think we play against these the way we played against West Ham. Oh, Humphreys is out as well now. Forgot we're going to get injuries, of course. I don't think that affects my... I don't think it affects my bench too much. Velasco is not fit. Humphreys is not fit. So Fassini is not Fassini. Velasco is not fit. Verbruggen can come on the bench. So we don't have a full bench. That's a league-winning run, Mr. K. We are very capable of this all going wrong. Very capable of doing that. But at the moment, we've got to be happy. We're winning games, and that is something I'm finding it very hard to get used to. And the board want us to win this, and the fans are expecting us to win this as well. I'm not expecting to win this, whereas we differed again. Last time they wanted a draw, they thought we'd draw. I expected to win. This time I'm not expecting to win. He's good enough to be a regular starter. You're having a laugh. Yeah, I know he's good enough to be a squad player. But I don't want to do that yet. There is no reason to upgrade them. Often make the mistake of looking at the star ability. Yeah, I mean, it's attributes that are important. And if you look at Atom, I just think he deserves more stars. They're saying he's a 2.5 star. He's got really good heading. He's getting better. His marking is getting better. The only thing that worries me is his technique, but we're playing him as a central defender, so it's not really a big deal. Tackling could get better. In fact, we might want to look at that. I don't think you can actually train tackling, can you? It's one of the ones you can't train. And his mentals, although nothing jumps right out at you, his mentals are not that bad. His decisions are only 11, which is why he probably made that mistake in the first game, and last game it didn't cost us. But although there's nothing really to write home about at this point in time, he's just developing very nicely. This isn't the game for him, though, I don't think. The stars are plain lies. I seriously think next season he should be starting and let him develop. Juan Lu for Arribas, Luca for Morstadt. Focus play down the left. I will bear that in mind. Juan Lu for Arribas. Arribas is out of form, isn't he? So I'm going to put Diallo in. I want him to cut inside with the ball. Not run wide. Cut inside with the ball. And these wing backs, I need to get them closing down more. And let's go and play against Brighton. I do not feel... Joe, how are we going to do against Brighton? Because I do not feel very optimistic about this. And that's for league. Go out there and give these fans their money's worth. Everybody's happy. And what we've got to do is we've got to make sure that we type mark their midfield. And then we look at his crossing. His crossing is good. His right foot, though, is only reasonable. So we want him on his right foot. And then Rickarlson. Crossing is decent. And we're just going to... I don't think he has a weaker foot. So we're just going to close him down. I'm going to use my wing back to do that. So Garosabal, want him to close down a bit more. And Tiemann, I want him to close down a little bit more. Because I have a funny feeling they're going to use the edges of the area. Come on, boys. Come on. Joe, realistically, 1-0. Optimistically, 10-0. I'll take the 1-0, Joe. Take the 1-0. I'm going to stay in our low block. The line may need to come up. The line may definitely need to come up. But that's what we want to do with Rickarlson. Just close him down. And they are. They're using the corners of the area and they have scored. Rickarlson is going to be a menace, isn't he? And Garosabal has not played enough football recently. And that came from Estupian. So Estupian, it's down the left, they are going to be a problem. We don't want to tight mark him, we want to get close to him. Not the start I wanted, not the start that Joe predicted. I have a funny feeling we're not going to win this game. I've rotated too much. And I think Brighton are just going to be the better team. But you never know. We haven't conceded a goal in a long time. And maybe I should have put Atom in there. Atom doesn't let me down. But it's the left-hand side. And remember that my assistant said focus, play down our left. And probably it's a good idea because we want to keep it away from their left-hand side. They've got two very good players on the left. That was a foul, referee. Send him off. Oh, so close. So close. So we will make that change now and we'll focus the play down the left, which hopefully will keep it away from Estupian and who's the other boy? Can't remember now. Who created the goal? Who's going to be a menace? Rickarlson. I do also think I need to push my line up. There's too much space. Far too much space. So we'll push the line up. Because it doesn't look to me that they're that pacey. You meant 10-1. Ah, okay. Well, I'm not seeing that myself at the moment, Joe, but we'll do our best. Oh, I don't think we need to do anything about Ferguson because it was just a simple tap in that he got. Wasn't a great goal. Need more to step up again. He is like the man in form in terms of strikers. That's just why I picked him. It might be a game for him. Oh. What happened there? I thought that was a foul. Win that second ball. Nicely done. It's pushing the lineup does that. You'll win a lot more second balls. So if you're not winning the second ball and when you're watching, push your lineup, you're going to win a lot more. He was offside there, I'm afraid. Push our lineup, you'll win a lot more of those knockdowns. But at the moment, we are second best. Coming into the game, though, the changes we've made have made a difference. We just got to find a goal from somewhere. I'm just wondering if I should get the boys to pass it a little bit quicker. We don't have the possession. Brighton are outpassing us at the moment. So I wonder if we should pass it a little bit quicker around the pitch. Although we are keeping possession nicely, but then it comes to Diallo, who always gives it away. Good tackle. Unlucky. Yeah, things are not right here, are they? Maybe I need to move out of the low block. Maybe it's time to get out of this low block. Push them forward a little bit. Let's go and play higher up the pitch if we can. Oh, the goalkeeper didn't move. The goalkeeper did not move. Come on, boys, come on. maybe we're not going to have a cup run. At the end of the day, I did say I wasn't bothered in a cup run. The Premier League has to be the focus. Who is that? Diallo. That was a terrible shot. I think Diallo has got to be the worst player I've ever signed. This is where I need Atom. He's brilliant at the near post. He will be playing next season. Atom will be a regular starter next season. He just never lets me down. That's poor. Stupian over on that side, on the counter. I can't really see the black on that chart. Good evening, good afternoon, I mean, football fam. And we are getting pasted here. Hard to work out why this is. It's possibly just because this is a weakened team. And you really can't underestimate teams like Brighton. I'm going to go more positive and try and get into this game. And then push Fernandez into attack. Oh, so let's try and get a body up there. Come on, boys, we're still in this. I mean, the other thing that I've got to think about is that we are not conceding goals. We do not concede many goals. But I think I have to take a little bit more risk in this game. Up front, we are not playing very well. It's going to cost me, I think. It's going to cost me big time, but I do have to take more risk. That was a good free kick. Hit it. Handball, ref. Oh, big game tonight. Manchester United, Lyon. Very big game tonight. Estupian is the man. There's a lot of them causing me problems here. They've been terrible. That's all I can think of to tell them. Defensively, we've been very poor. Ryan Gould. What's Diallo on? 6.5. Diallo is a waste of space. Absolute waste of space. Frankfurt versus Spurs. I know for you, Mr. K. Hello, Callum. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Except for in this game, we're not doing very well. I can't figure out what's going wrong at all. I'm wondering if I should get my players to stay on their feet. That might stop the wingers going past us. It is these wingers again and the fullbacks. We are giving away a lot of free kicks. I'm going to tell them to stay on their feet and to not trigger press so often, because they are just skipping by us. So just sit back a little bit. And they're creating chance after chance. I mean, there's no way we're going to FM this one unless my subs make the difference. And in view of the fact, take that off. I'm going to get the boys to try and pass it around a little bit quicker. So we don't need that either. Just pass it around a bit quicker. We've got to take risks. We're going to give the ball away a little bit, but I've got to take some risks now. Again, they're just opening us up. And there's way too much space in front of us. Way too much space. Somehow we've got to get into their half. Somehow I've got to get into their half. Because at the moment they're just having a laugh with us. Well, I've got some very poor players on the pitch as well. I've got to remember I've got Ahmad on the pitch. Who's probably the worst player in the Premier League in this save. Oh dear, oh dear. They're still getting that space. Still getting it in front of us. So this is a great team because they're able to find space behind us and they're also able to find space in front of us. This is a very good team we are playing here today. Luckily, their finishing isn't great, which is probably why they're not top of the league, because their finishing is awful. But if they actually could finish, this would be a super team, this Brighton team, because they're opening us up like a can of sardines. No matter where I try to defend the space, they're able to find the other space that becomes available. Come on, boys, come on. Now, we are trying to be a bit more aggressive. But it's not working. It's time to get some fresh legs on. Up front, we've been appalling. Finkgraf can come on because Timon is tired. Look at that. Alex Scott, 6.2. Diallo, 6.4. Absolutely shocking. Gould, dreadful, but I don't have anyone who can come on for him. I could put Arribas over there and bring Juan Lu on. In fact, if I put Echevarri out there, Arribas is better in the middle. Echevarri, though, is actually playing poorly as well. Sia is anxious. Sia is anxious, so we need to have a quiet word with him. Tell him to calm down. $2 p.m. still waiting. What time is it now? It's 3:30 now. Throw the water bottle. Joe likes to throw the water bottle. Is that why you think we'll do well? It's because they just need berating all the time. Hopefully the subs might make the difference. We've come up against a very, very good team here. They're able to open up space. Have we given away a penalty again? We give away so many penalties, but we don't get penalties. I think that's game over now. I think I've only had one penalty in a season and a half, and yet we give away we've given away 3 or 4 of them. You can't throw the water bottle. I would not try that, Mr. K. And we're 2-0 down here. Oh, he's missed it. So I'm really going to go for it now. We've somehow got to get out of our half. But I don't know what else to do. I can't put more attack duties. I want to go attacking. I want to go attacking, but I'm not quite sure. So we'll put both wing-backs on attack. He can go on a support duty. Let's try and get more bodies forward. Maybe we'll keep him on a support duty and use him as an inside forward on attack. Let's try and get more bodies going forward. Who's anxious now? Scott McKenna. Sia is very frustrated now. So calm down didn't work for him. Scott McKenna needs to calm down. It's just been a poor performance. And maybe the cup is not for us. Wing backs on attack. We can try that one. Let's put him on attack then. And wingers on support. I think they're on attack though, aren't they? That bottom thing doesn't tell me. Let's do that and then put the wing back on attack. And then Juan Lu can play as an inverted winger on attack. Let's try that. Somehow I've got to change the mentality to attacking as well. But they are just tanking us. This is Brighton, not Liverpool. Well, the complete forward, Oleg, I'm using a complete forward because the way I interpret it is it just gives him the freedom. 2-0 down now. It gives him the freedom to play the game in his own way, and he will do what he thinks is the right thing to do. So he'll come deeper when he thinks it's the right thing to do. He doesn't have an instruction not to come deeper, and he will come deeper when he feels it's the right thing to do. He has to have good decisions, though. If he doesn't have good decision making, he's going to make poor choices. He will sit on the shoulder of the last defender. If he thinks it's the right thing to do, he will use his judgment to play where he feels it's necessary to play. And looking the best complete forward in the world is Harry Kane, or someone like Haaland. They're capable of making the decision of where they need to go to be most effective. And that, for me, is what a complete forward is. And if he can also play as a target forward, has the physical attributes to play as a target forward. And both Luca and Morstadt have the physical attributes and the pace to be able to play as complete forwards. The only thing they don't have is the decision making. So they're going to make horrible decisions, but sometimes they will get it right. And we will see. You'll see Morstadt. He will sometimes come deep. He will sometimes be just stay in the box. He's trying to figure out where is best for him to play. In other words, he's got the freedom to decide what kind of role is necessary at a particular time, where he needs to be. It's like all the other roles are defined. A poacher, for example, doesn't come deep. He just is the most forward of the forwards, as is the advanced forward. So their roles, they will never come deep. They're not allowed to. Their role doesn't define them to do that. The deep-lying forward will come deep most of the time, because that's what his role requires of him. We're in real trouble here. We're going to absolute battered here. I don't understand it. It just... We were second best in the first game, and we've absolutely been hammered here. Hammered. We were second best in the first game when we drew 0-0. But we were not getting away with it today. Here comes the run of bad form, Joe, because we've now got Arsenal, I think, and Liverpool, or is it Man United? Here comes the run of bad form, Joe. So you can put your optimism away now, Joe. This was bound to come. But it doesn't mean we won't come good after the Liverpool and Arsenal games. Or whoever they are. Two very big teams. Oh, he was offside, was he? So if you keep an eye, when we have highlights, keep an eye on what Morstead is doing. We're not getting any highlights. What's wrong with the... We've had chances at the end. Oh, I forgot about substitutes, did I? Oh, we have made them all. This has been a very, very poor performance. Very poor performance. What I'm most annoyed at is that we've conceded 2 goals when we've had clean sheets for so long. That we conceded 2 goals. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And the way Brighton play, I really don't know how to play against Brighton. I've got West Ham well beaten, but I don't know how to play against Brighton. And West Ham are allegedly a better team than Brighton. They do have the ability, Brighton, as they play control possession. It will mean they will play across the pitch in front of you. So they're going to be also quite dangerous in terms of the wide players. Control possession, you'll generally find that they have 2 players extremely wide all the time. And we're still in this, are we? If we can get a goal from a corner here, I will be absolutely shocked. Because it is now 2-1. We've got one back from Arribas. We don't deserve to be back in the game. You do not deserve to be back in this game. Quite prepared to hold my hands up in the post-match interview and say we were absolutely dreadful today. Dreadful. So if we get an equaliser, I will be shocked. And him almost got one. We are piling on the pressure now. piling on the pressure. Sia still anxious. Where's that gone? Just tell him to calm down again. We're okay. We're okay. Do not panic. We've still got 5 minutes. Go on, one more highlight. Go on. We don't deserve it. Nowhere near deserve it. Fassini, go on, son, go on. So a last minute. That is not going to do it. Boys. Well, I'm grateful that it's just 2-1. It should have been about 5-1 to Brighton. Well, thank you very much, Callum. I do often find that my chat is much more optimistic than me. And I don't know, when you play this game, boys, do you go into every game thinking, I'm going to win this 5-0? Are you that optimistic when it comes to when you're playing the game? Oh, yeah, we've got this game. Chance. Oh, what a chance. What a chance. That was the highlight. That was it. We got one more chance from the corner. That's not going to do it. Poor corner. That's it. It's all over. Our cup run, our cup adventure is over. What a chance. It was Finkgraf who had the chance. He got a 7.5 for himself. Fair play. Yeah, I'm not happy with your performances out there. It was poor. Absolutely poor. The least said about that game, boys, the better. And that, unfortunately, is our run come to an end. Unfortunate. But what a run that was. We're still not good enough. But, oh well. Player of the match had 10 saves. We were absolutely hammered. Absolutely hammered. And our next game is on Saturday. It's 3 days later. Oh, God. So let's rest them. I need to put my first team back in there. Need to put the first team back in there. Luca can come back in. And I'm going to play Atom. It's a big, big game. I think he doesn't mind big matches. Enjoys big matches. So I'm going to give Atom a game there. I'm also going to bring Bosselli in for Sia, who's been nervous and anxious. Juan Lu can come back in at right back. Arribas, Fernandez, Scott. Scott did not play well, did he? Scott had a shocker. 6.2, so he comes out. Allen can come back in. Echevarri. Valesco should be back. We'll bring Valesco back. Gould can come on the bench for McKenna. Brandon Williams also probably needs some game time, so he can come on for Garasabal. And Finkgraf is going to get a game. Josh Tyman needs a rest. Arsenal, who are in 9th. It only took 2 minutes. Should we be optimistic, Mr. K? Atom, quality player. I absolutely agree. Now my scouts, my Oh, backroom staff. They're now starting to see him for what he could become. I've seen it all along. Ryan Gould praise recent form. Are you having a laugh? 6.4. Wasn't bad before that last game, but I'm not going to praise him for that. Arsenal, not even worth looking at. Pretty much good at everything. And they're going to play tiki-taka. Playing right across that line. Watch Jesus have a brilliant game, but I can't ever get him to play. We need to start with a high line. Don't step up more at this point. I can't see us getting anything out of this game against Arsenal. A draw would be nice, but I can't see it. I don't know how we got back up to... Oh, because we beat Southampton. That's why we're up in 6th. This must be our game in hand then. Although there will be a full programme here, won't there? Garosibal for Juan Luno. Sia McKenna. Josh Timon. No. Alex Scott, no. No. Gould for Valesco. Yeah, fair enough. Gould hasn't been playing that bad. And that means Valesco can rest. Never know what to expect. Always down to the wire. Yeah, if you're always doing lower league. The saves I really enjoy are the ones like this, where you pick up a poor team that are struggling in the championship, and then you take them through all the depression that you go through to eventually 7 years later or 8 years later you win the Champions League. And that's these are the ones that I really enjoy. The Journeyman I enjoyed immensely. Hey Max, how are you doing? Good to see ya. And yes, the Journeyman was brilliant because I managed a huge variety of clubs. Some were terrible and we had to make them better, and we then eventually ended up spending tons of money. Oh, Gould's got injured now, and now Allen's injured. Come on, not against Arsenal. Thank you very much, FM. Why did you do that against Arsenal? Oh, boy. Okay, so let's not worry about it too much. But that was absolutely shocking, FM. Couldn't be at a worse time. You could have done it like 3 games ago. To have 2 players injured. They're only short-term injuries. 6.85 as the lowest. That's not bad either. We're not going to tell him off for that. Expectations a draw. Expectation heavy defeat now because of FM. Oh, what a nonsense. What a nonsense. Maybe they might be fit, maybe not. I just when I'm playing, I'm the worst in terms of optimism. I just I feel like I'm gonna lose every game. I'm the worst when I play this game in terms of optimism. These results are taking a long time, or my computer's got stuck. Hopefully my computer's got stuck. Oh, there it is. It was only loading up the fixtures for that. I don't know what he was calculating there. Gould, Allen, Velasco, not fit. Gould is okay. Allen is okay. Velasco isn't. So, disaster over. They can both play. However, it might not be a good idea. Is he injured as well? It might not be a good idea. Velasco isn't fit, so we'll play Gould. Tottenham 0, Liverpool 0. We're playing with the rest of them, are we? Oh, this needs a low block. It just needs the players to play really well. I'm going to go with him this time. Actually, that might not be the greatest decision. This is... Oh, Saka's gone, is he? Where is Saka? He's on the left. That's unusual. So I can see why he's saying focus down the left, but I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to work the ball into the box either, because we're not going to get many chances. Sia is on a 7, so Sia can come in. He's playing well. Scott McKenna can come onto the bench. Atom, don't let me down, buddy. Do not let me down. I do Championship if I have a job interview or for a higher salary, but I always start National League. Always in every save. I mean, I've done the Ferguson save a year ago, was it? Last year or the year before. Ferguson save was really fun, where you just advanced 10 years and the team on November the 9th, I think it is, that are 19th in the league, you take that over. And that's fun. It's a lot of fun to do the Ferguson save, because you have a lot of targets. Our home form is important. We got to let the boys think that we're in with a chance here. Is the low block the right thing to do? Is trying to outpass Arsenal the right thing to do? We shall see. I think we've been playing up to now much better in the low block, but it seems to have fallen apart in that cup match. We'll see. A win here, though, would be absolutely fabulous. But I have forgotten to do the opposition instructions. So I'm going to type mark that one. Oh, bye. I don't think I want to type mark. I'm going to type mark Declan Rice. I'm going to ask these boys to close down more. A little bit more. And hope that does the trick. We may, in the end, type mark ask Finkgraf to type mark Saka. I don't think he can do that job, but we may have to in the end. Yeah, the journeyman save was really cool. I started off in Indonesia, did okay there, and we got a job in Japan with Hiroshima. That was really fun in Japan. Then we had to, because we won the Asian Championship, we then moved to South Africa. We got a big injury. That'll be another injury. Oh, he's okay. He will have to come off at some point, but he's okay for now. FM is certainly hurting my players at the moment. Probably needs to come off, actually. He's not getting any better. Yeah, the Ferguson save is really cool. You have targets to reach, like you have to win a domestic cup in your first 4 seasons. So it gives you 4 seasons to get a squad together. And then after that, you've got to win, I think he won the Fairs Cup, so you've got to win the Europa League the season after that. So it's Brandon Williams. So it is fun, and I can't remember the exact things that Ferguson did, but it doesn't mean the save's over if you don't achieve it. You just give points value for achieving those targets, and if you don't do it in the season you're supposed to, then it drops down 25 points, so it's 100 for reaching the target, and then it goes down to 75 points if you don't reach the target in the first year but do in the second year. So I found that was a lot of fun. A lot of pressure, but we actually did it in the end. I did it, in fact, 4 seasons, completed it 4 seasons before the time allowed, which was really cool. Come on, boys. Oh, come on, boys. We can get a result against Arsenal here. It's only Arsenal. It's not like we're playing some big team. Go on, son. Echevarri, you haven't played well for a couple of games. Go on, son. We'll take a corner from that. If we can somehow get a shock result against Arsenal, that would be awesome. Looking for Atom to have a big game today and putting a lot of faith in that boy. He can do it. Go on, Joanne, we're in. Handball, ref. Another FM challenge, the Carlo Ancelotti challenge, where you start off in the second tier of Italian football, managing the top 5 leagues in Europe, win all the leagues. That's something, again, that you can just move it forward and do it 10 years later when all the current players are gone. And that would be really fun to do. I like that one, Callum. I'd just move it forward 10 years so that all the current players are gone. So you're playing with all regens then. I think that would be really cool. We're doing all right. We're doing okay against the Arsenal. We've had all the possession. We are outpassing Arsenal at the moment, which is a good sign, I think. We don't normally outpass teams. But a point against Arsenal would be exceptional. 3 points, I'll be over the moon. Offside. It was a poor pass anyway. But these boys are going to have to play well. We're going to have to take our chances. And there he is. Noel Atom is the best of the defenders already. He just never lets me down, that boy. And he's enjoying himself out there. He loves a big game like this. I don't, but he does. Go on, Brandon. We haven't seen you for a while. Luca didn't try for that. Didn't try, Luca. You did not try. Morstat probably would have been a better starter. Lovely, lovely. Into the box now. Offside. Come on, boys. We got this. We've got this. Come on. Oops. Just defend well. Is there a goal coming in? Declan with the tight marked out of that. Well done. That was nicely done. Don't want him taking long shots. And we pushed them back. That was very nicely done, boys. Atom went up to a 7 then, but he's just gone back to a 6.9. So he's once again, he's the best defender on the pitch for us. He just doesn't have a bad game. Well done. Look for support. Look. Oh, that would have been a goal and a half. But I think it was a bit selfish. They are playing mostly down the flanks, Arsenal. It's a bit of a worry to me. I think all my players are calm. Brandon Williams is not playing well. Needs to up his game. I need to find out, though. Let's say that. I haven't said that for a while. So Brandon Williams, we just have a look at his attributes. We can't from there, can we? We have to go here. His work rate is good. Teamwork is good. So it's not like we can say demand more, because he'll work hard anyway. Concentration, composure. They're not the worst in the team. So it's hard to... Should I encourage him? What's his personality like? Determined. No, he should be told off. He should be told off that he's simply not playing well enough. I'm going to switch him, I think, to a support duty. I think that might be because he's having to work too hard getting back into defensive shape. So let's put him on a support duty and see if that closes up the wing a little bit. Saka's switched over, has he? I think Saka has switched sides. No. Come on, boys. Come on. We've actually limited Arsenal to just one shot. Defensively, we've been really good of late. Oh, Gouldy. You can see Atom, he's on a 7. He's just like the best defender I have. He's got to start more. I've got to have more confidence in him and just start him. The other central defender, Sia, is on a 6.5. A very experienced central defender. And Atom is showing him how it's done. Echevari's now on a 6.4. Oh. Is it offside? He seemed to get through there very easily. Oh boy. Brandon Williams did not get tight enough. Oh boy. Okay. Nothing I can do about Brandon Williams. I just have to tell him that I'm not happy. Same with Echevarri. Echevarri's really been out of form. I need to drop Echevarri, actually. Gould. Luca. Pretty much all of them. Sia. It's only Atom and Arribas who are playing well. Oh, this is like where we always were in 8th. We're back in 8th now. We did go down as low as 12th, didn't we? Come on, boys. We've been the better team. You're just rubbish at the moment, aren't you? We're going into this really bad run now where we can't score again. This is what it is. We just can't score goals again. Okay. Some of these players got to come off. Sia is got to come off. They're all on yellow cards. Williams, there's nothing I can do about him. He's just totally let me down. Echevarri. Dreadful. I'm going to bring Morstat on. And Valesco. Afternoon, the final third. How are you doing? Favorite regen name that I've seen? There's two actually, which I don't see really odd, very silly ones. But Wilden, I remember, became known as the Wilden save, was a regen, and then oh, come on, boys. And then we had the most poetic name, Leandro Camalo, was but they're two favourite players that I had. Leandro Camalo was such a good name. I have never had silly ones come up. Oh, you've signed Gareth Bale as a regen, have you? I mean, I wish I had a couple, but I haven't seen them. They haven't come up for me, unfortunately. Jack Speed. I quite like that one. Jack Speed. I actually haven't even, in this save, I haven't even seen any that have looked funny at all. I mean, I do follow some threads, and some people have some great ones. Somebody had one, Ashley Cole. There are, but Jack Speed is a really good one. Jack Frost would be better. But no, sadly, I haven't come across any really strange ones. Got to get more out of Brandon Williams. He's absolutely dreadful. There's a lot of players who are anxious. Atom, again, is the man. So I have to give him more starts. Doesn't let me down, that boy. Calm on the ball. I wonder what it is that's causing Brandon Williams to have such a bad game. Where is he? 2 crosses, none complete. His pass rate is very good. His tackling is not bad. He's won 60% of his aerial duels. Shooting is better than the forwards. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I can't see anything that is particularly bad. His defending. Passing is good. I can't see anything that's particularly bad with him. It's really weird. Yeah, I can't take him off. He's come on as a sub for an injured player, Mr. K, or he would be off. But I can't see why he's playing so badly. It doesn't make sense. Chance! Catching! More start! There's my boy. Get in. Sorry, guys. I was like, I can't believe we're going to get a result against Arsenal. Sacked at Real Madrid after 2 seasons. Take over from Pep and Bayern when he does. Sacked at 3-0 to PSG. Get in, Morstat. Get in. Shout at them. Throw the water bottle from the touchline. He might now pick up. I tried fire up, and he did. His mood did improve. He's motivated at least now. Come on, close Saka down. Oh, what is he doing? He just sat down. That was Velasco. What are you doing, you dummies? I need to shout at them, I think, a little bit. The forwards are doing really well. Atom's having a good game. I don't think I've got any more subs left, have I? I do want to hold on to this point, but we are the better team. Arsenal have only had 3 shots. And I do want to hold on to this point because he's very, very tired, so I want him closed down. Gabriel Jesus has gone up top. He's on a 7.4. Kai Havertz is not playing well. I want him on his left foot because his crossing isn't very good. So put him on his left foot. Gabriel has come on as a sub, has he? He must be quite old then, Gabriel. We don't particularly need to do anything with him. Turn him onto his weaker foot, yeah, his right foot. Come on, boys. Don't give a goal away now. We are in the habit of conceding as soon as we score, but we have got away with one then. Was that Brandon Williams again who missed his marking duty? Gabriel Jesus is a threat. So I'm going to ask Scott McKenna to take out Gabriel Jesus. That's it. Close Saka down. Well done, boys. Well done. Good defending. Just a few minutes left. We just got to hold on. Go on. Long punt and give it away. Come on, somebody needs to win that ball. Oh, don't give it away there. Don't give it away there. We have got this horrible, horrible habit of conceding goals after we score. It's really poor defending. When I've just said we've been defending really well, that was shocking defending. So we are going to go into this poor run of form then. Confirmed. Well, we had that good run. This team is not good enough to win all our games. We're going to lose a few. The problem is FM at the moment, it's clumping the wins together and it's clumping the defeats together. So like we'll have 6 wins and 6 defeats. Then 6 wins and 6 defeats. And it's kind of strange. But that's the way it is. We should never have lost to Arsenal. They just have been more clinical. We've had better opportunities. We've had more opportunities, at least. We've had more opportunities. They've outclassed us possession-wise, but I expect that. Oh well, not to be. I did think we were going to lose this. We haven't disgraced ourselves, but I'm disappointed because we were the better team on the day. And when we were the worst team against, just recently, we won those games. When we were the better team today, we couldn't win it. And we're out of the cup as well. It's been a really poor couple of games. Maybe it's time to rotate the team. Maybe I've got to rest these first team players. Because they are not cutting it at the moment. They're just not getting anywhere near. What I do know is Atom at the moment is the best defender that I have. He's outclassing everybody. Oh, go on. Oh, come on. That was Fassini, was it? Terrible. Really poor first touch. Brandon Williams is a nightmare. Saka has just bossed him. 6.2, and that was unfortunate because I had my FM saw that I had my first team wing back rested. So that's what happened there. So it injured the reserve wing back, and then I had to bring Brandon Williams on. That's what happened there. FM's very smart. It saw what I set up there. Not happy with this team at all. Throw the water bottle, Joe. Don't think so. We're just going to say I'm not happy. That was absolutely dreadful. And Luca could well find himself. Now we're out of the European spots, but it's all very tight there. We can still bounce back. But interesting, Arsenal were not doing very well. I think they were in 12th, were they? And if I play big teams who haven't won for a while, I always lose to them. Teams always recover against me. They never recover their form against anybody else. So it's something, there's loads of things FM needs to work on. This, I'm not happy. Just not happy. Not getting manager of the month for February, that's for sure. But we do have better games next time. Everton, West Brom, Bournemouth, Brighton. I'm expecting much better performances in those games. And if we pick up 7 points from those 4 games, I'll be very happy. through the water fountain. Absolutely. But that's it for this episode. We have not played well, 1-2, and lost the last two. We started well again, and we've fallen away again. And I don't know how to stop this happening. Hopefully we will have better luck next time. We usually start well in each session. So join me for the next one. What day is it today? It's Thursday today, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, Man United are playing tonight. So I'll be back next Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with the Newcastle save tomorrow, and Sunday and Monday. And then we'll be back here on Tuesday, hoping for better fortune than we've just had today. So I will see you soon, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting the channel. All that stuff. All that good stuff. And all that remains for me to say is to all of you, take care. Be safe. Have a great weekend if I don't see you tomorrow and Sunday. And enjoy Easter, because I know it's Easter out there. We'll be back on Tuesday. See you soon.